Alright, let's go try and get some obsidian from that lava pool and like maybe go to the nether because I think that's what we need to do next. And oh no, uh-oh. This is my first attempt at doing this, and as you can tell it didn't really work out. And so what is this? Well, this is Bare Bones Hardcore. And I know this is the dumbest logo you've ever seen, but I don't want to talk about it. And so what really is the difference between this and normal hardcore? Well, I came up with 8 rules myself to kind of make this feel more like older Minecraft, and those are no automatic farms, no villagers, no redstone machines, no elytras, no totems, no clients. I'm just going to be using the base game, so I don't have Fulbright, I don't have like Zoom, and then only turtle helmets just because I feel like it, because originally I was going to do no helmets, but I just want to do that instead because it's more fun, and also no netherite gear. And so off the start here, as you can see, I immediately found a desert temple and a village, which a village would be great, but as stated before, I can't use villagers. However, I can use the desert temple, so I do end up looking in there. But before that, this is what I got from the blacksmith chest, and then I also killed the golem. But the one thing that I really liked that I got from here was a saddle for a camel, because I've never used a camel before. I had no clue how it works, but I mean, look at these things. They're pretty damn cool. And this is when I learned what they do. Wait, what if I just like... Ooh! Okay, that hurts me too. Breach, iron, bone, string, horse armor, golden apple. Ooh. Now, the real question is, oh wait, I need my camel. Wait, where'd it go? However, I did find another village, which led to another camel, as you can see over there, and another iron golem, which I dealt with. And then after finding another camel and putting a saddle on it, because you can actually craft them now, I spent a good half an hour traveling to try and find somewhere to live. But finally, after I don't even want to know how much time, I finally found this beautiful little jungle cliff that I decided would be a great spot, which I actually think I ended up going somewhere nearby, but not actually there, but that's besides the point. And after that, I found this cliff that I decided would be the place where I would stay because it had a really nice view, and I thought when I cut down a few trees, it was a flat enough space where I could just set up the spot that I was looking for. And after kind of laying out the area and flattening it, this is the rough kind of standard design that I do a lot, but I just felt like doing it again, which you'll see later I tried to do like an oaken jungle kind of like gradient thing, but it didn't really look that great. I'll show you the final product. And this is what it looked like in the end. It's not super flashy, it's just kind of a nice little campsite, and that was kind of the vibe I was going for. And then after that, I started working on building something up on this tree. Ah! But besides that, I built this little jungle slab pathway going from the top where my little campsite was all the way down to the bottom where I built this little dock, which after some finishing touches looked a little like this. And then after I began to build this little hole, which I'll also end up making a ladder staircase down to the mines in order to have a cave going on. That was so close. Okay, so that was my first real, like, close call with dying. Um, it took a lot longer than my last attempt, but, it was inevitable, and it was pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. And then after that, I felt the need to do some safety measures around the base. But after that, I pretty much just wanted to really start building, because that's one of the main things that I really wanted to do, is not really care about what I was building, but just building stuff because I wanted to build. So I started to make these two different parts actually connect in the middle of the two trees, which was my original goal for keeping those two big trees alive instead of chopping them down. And if you guys would like to see me just kind of build and just really playing the game, I plan on making some videos of just kind of like talking about things that I want to talk about. Like there's this book series that I've been reading that I just like have stuck in my head so much that I need to talk about it. And so I'm going to make a separate video to like the really important stuff opposed to just videos of me like building and playing and talking about things that are just on my mind that I want to talk about. So if you'd be interested in that, I'm going to make a separate video for me actually building and stuff. And also if you're curious, this is what the final little platform looked like. I more did it because I thought it looked cool than the fact of it actually being functional. Um, I know that just using jungle slabs is actually kind of hideous, but the idea of it was still kind of what I was looking for, so I'm not really upset about it. But really, besides that, all else that I really did is I just kind of stuck to the mines for a little bit. I mean, there's a few like fights like with the zombie, but nothing really super important. I did end up finding some diamonds, which I will show, and then I ended up making, I believe, just like a pickaxe and a sword, and that was pretty much it. And I think that's pretty much going to be it for the video, but thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a great day.